It's been a tough first half of the season for Arsenal this year. Mikel Arteta's side would have been coming into the campaign with ambitions of finally toppling Manchester City atop the Premier League table, and while they are comfortably ahead of the defending champions at present, they're 6 points off leaders Liverpool. The North Londoners have had to deal with an unfortunate mix of injuries, suspensions, a brutal fixture list, and a general loss of form so far. Although in recent weeks, there has been at least one positive development: the resurgence of Gabriel Jesus. The Brazilian international has rediscovered his goal-scoring form. Although, based on recent reports, the club could be about to sign someone to rival him this month, someone who's won comparisons to a striker who has haunted Arsenal in the past, Harry Kane. Arsenal transfer news. According to a recent report from Italian publication Tutto Juve, Arsenal are one of several teams interested in Paris Saint-Germain's talented striker, Randal Kolo Muani. Alongside the Gunners, the report has revealed that Tottenham Hotspur, Juventus, AC Milan, and Galatasaray are also keen on the French international, who has found himself out of favor at the Parc des Princes. The report claims that while the Parisians are open to negotiating, they would prefer a permanent transfer over a loan move, and that they're looking for a fee in the region of €60 million, which is about £50 million, and would supposedly price out the Italian sides. France's Randal Kolo Muani reacts. It could prove a costly transfer to get over the line, but if Arsenal can find a way to agree a loan with PSG or lower their asking price, then it could be one worth pursuing, as Kolo Muani could be an ideal Jesus rival. And the comparisons to Kane are certainly encouraging. How Kolo Muani compares to Jesus and Kane. Okay, so before we look at how Kolo Muani's record stacks up to Jesus, we should first examine this comparison to Kane and where it has come from. It stems primarily from FBref, which compares players in similar positions in Europe's top 5 leagues, the Champions League and Europa League, then creates a list of the 10 most comparable players for each one. And in this instance, has concluded that the Englishman is the 7th most similar forward to the Frenchman over the last 365 days. The best way to see where this comparison has come from is to look at the underlying metrics in which the pair ranks closely, including but not limited to expected assists, shots and shots on target, blocks, touches, carries, penalties won and more, all per 90. Now, with that out the way, how does the PSG ace stack up to the play he could rival at Arsenal? Well, like the Brazilian, the former Eintracht Frankfurt ace has struggled somewhat this season, racking up just 2 goals and 1 assist so far. However, that is because he has only played 453 minutes this year, and if we compare his output from the start of the 22-23 season, when Jesus joined Arsenal, to today, he starts to look like a player who could genuinely challenge the former Manchester City star. For example, since the start of that season, the potential superstar, as dubbed by Matthäus, has scored 37 goals and provided 24 assists in just 104 appearances across 2 teams. This means the remarkable center-forward, as dubbed by German legend Lothar Matthäus, has averaged a goal involvement every 1.70 games since the start of the 22-23 campaign, which is pretty good going. In contrast, the Gunners' number 9 has scored 26 goals and provided 17 assists in 93 appearances in the same period, which comes out to a slightly less impressive average of a goal involvement every 2.16 games. Ultimately, signing Kolo Muani on a permanent deal represents a gamble for Arsenal. But based on his overall form across the last few seasons and the heights he could hit, it may well be a gamble worth taking.